The Diwali Navaratri World's Fair Gala, presented by the Arts4All Foundation and conducted by Dr. Sumita Sen Gupta, illuminated Mint Restaurant and Lounge, New York on October 3rd with an evening of lights, dance and celebration. The vibrant event featured a captivating Diya show, spirited Garba performances and a special award ceremony honoring distinguished guests and celebrities. A major highlight of the evening was the screening of a documentary on Uma Sen Gupta's life and contributions in America, directed by Kripa Ranjan Prasad, with a special appearance by Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, making it a memorable cultural celebration of Diwali and Navaratri in the heart of New York. Let's watch some highlights.
A day that is filled with light. And light represents for us victory, rebirth, joy, and a oneness with our faith in God. So I'm so happy all of you came. Today functions start with honoring our Lord. And so for those who know it, please join in. And we can only start with Lord Ganesha. So we'll be saying the Gayatri of Lord Ganesha. And please join in. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. We ask God to bless every endeavor we do, free us from obstacles, and let us have complete success.
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय. God bless America. Thank you.
God bless America, God bless India, God bless all of us. So happy Diwali. So that we're still working on that, making an effort to have both Republicans and Democrats come around the idea of a national holiday for Diwali. So we'll keep working on that. We're very pleased that New York State and all the counties in New York State are moving towards having Diwali, where the children can celebrate at home. And now we want the parents to celebrate. That was the big idea of the National Diwali. Because kids are home and no parents, that's a problem. And the path is always, it's related to God being there with you, and you overcoming everything, and you getting to the path of knowledge, getting to the path of God, and moving forward. So there's many more stories with Lord Ram, Lord Krishna. Those are eternal stories. I'd like to also tell you about our foundation who's sponsoring this gala. This is called Arts4All Foundation. It's a human rights organization, and it's open to really work in all social causes in all charitable ways in the United States, in India, and anywhere else. So this foundation also carries on the work of my late mother, Mrs. Uma Sen Gupta, who was the first elected official that was Indian in the state of New York over 25 years ago. And when she realized that she may or may not make it, she told me, I want a party. Now I said, that's the last thing you need right now. She says, no, I want a party. And many of you were there. And in that party, she thanked everyone for their contribution to her life. And she asked me, I'm her only daughter. She has two sons, but I'm her only daughter. And she said, I don't want everything I started to go away with me. I want you, I've chosen you to continue my work. And I remember that is the most important conversation we've ever had in our life together. And she made me get a piece of paper and pen. Many of you know my mother, and when she says something, you get it done. And she listed to me the things that she was very proud of, that she wanted to continue. Diwali being the number one thing in her items. And the things she wanted to continue, but she didn't know if she could do it. And then the future. and keeping the cultural heritage.
So when we don't have any help, you turn to God and try to seek the help. How you can seek help from God? That is through prayer. So what is prayer? Prayer is a communication to God. And through that communication is also a transmission from the body and the soul to reach the Almighty.
Indian American on the city council. It probably wouldn't have happened had Uma not done what she had done. So that is an amazing thing.
And I will never forget one of the first events she so generously invited this young Indian woman who was new to politics to was a Diwali celebration where she made sure to make me a star of the program.
Uma Sen Gupta was born in India in a small place in what is Bengal to a very affluent family. During the time of her birth, there was a lot of tumultuous problems between the British and India. So her family went through a lot of hardships and they had to keep moving. As Uma was growing up, she was the first daughter, but the second child of 6 children. One of her uncles, who was a very well-established judge in a different part of India, Uttar Pradesh, went to her parents and said, "Let me take your first son and your first daughter with me and school them up in Uttar Pradesh, away from all of this, and let them have a great education. I will take care of them." Her parents agreed, and Uma, at a young age, went to boarding school and stayed there till she graduated. There she had found herself in love with the arts. She loved singing, dancing, music, all kinds of arts. And she excelled in it. She became such a good dancer that she became the lead dancer in her school. And she was chosen to dance in front of very famous dignitaries like Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister, and when the British monarchy came to visit India. So at a young early life, she was exposed to public speaking, to public performances, and she was always around a lot of people. So she became a people's person. And she had a great time in boarding school. After boarding school, she returned to her parents and she decided that she wanted to be a teacher and started working as a teacher. The sisters in her boarding school gave her an offer that she could go on a full scholarship to study college in USA in California. She was so excited. She told her parents, but her parents did not want that. Parents thought that this is unsafe. This is a young, unmarried girl, very pretty, and they said no. She really wanted to go, so she did a 3-day fast following Gandhiji's principles to make her parents change their mind. Her mother did not change her mind, and she said to her, "You can keep fasting. If it's in your destiny to go to America, you will. But you will go as a married woman with your husband." And years later on, that's what happened. So when Uma and Superbad moved to Queens, in their dream house, which was the condominiums at Village Mall at Hillcrest, they were very happy.
When I came to this country, it's very hard to look after 3 children look after the family, and you have to prepare yourself that you can get a job. I have 5 degrees from this country, and I was able to open my school for 30 years, but I'm specialized in Montessori education.
So my father, who was Suprabhat, gathered a few friends together and rented a basement in Harlem in a church and did the Durga Puja there. Similarly, they got together with a few people and celebrated all the holidays. But now in Queens, they found a new community. There were many more Indians, and they could celebrate all their holidays, and they did so.
We came to this country to have a future dream, to educate our children, to make them somebody, to make them a better citizen, and they can be asset of any country.
So her name grew, my father's name grew in the community. And then while she was very successful in her school business, she got approached by the Democratic Party that the numbers of Indians and South Asians were growing. They were looking for someone to work with. In the beginning, she declined. She said she doesn't need to be part of anything to serve the community. But later they kept coming back, and she agreed. And she joined the party and became the first female Indian woman to hold elected office in New York State.
I'm an educator and present time also a politician.
You name it, she was there with them, bringing issues to them. And Congressman Meeks always was very attentive to her issues, and so were the other leaders, because she became the voice of the community in informing them, hey, this is going on here and we need to do something about it. And she did that here in New York State and did it nationally, and she also did it in India. When Suprabhat passed away, which was a sudden passing and a shock, she decided, as she used to go to India every winter to pass a few months the cold here to escape it and go to a home in India, people started coming up to her and saying, you know, there's a problem here, a problem there. So in his name, she started something called the Water Project, Give Me Water. And there she took a commitment to build in rural India, in West Bengal, clean drinking water in some of these very remote villages. Now, while she was getting started with that work, she realized that there was a sanitation issue, and that it wasn't just water, it was so much more. And so she got involved with the local NGO that helped brought health awareness and clean drinking water. And with that clean drinking water, then you had the mortality rates. The Give Me Water project brought 7 villages water. And then she later on adopted an orphanage. And in each project, she looked at the welfare of the children and the welfare of the mothers and the community at large, always keeping that eye of a mother and a teacher. She became affectionately called the mother of the community because she would talk to people like a mother, discipline them like a mother, and everybody knew she had their best interest. And then when she became a grandparent, she was happy to herself announce that I'm now the grandmother of the community when my son was born, her first grandchild. So her Diwali was started so long ago, and never did she imagine it would keep going and going. But one of her biggest wishes, she told me clearly, do not stop Diwali. Keep Diwali going. Invite the community, keep everybody together. So in her honor, her Diwali will continue just as she tried and she did successfully every year in her name.
Unfortunately, I will not be alive to see that 50 years back what is happening.
The city of New York has honored a great leader who worked for the community for 40, 50 years. So we should be very proud of it.
Honoring my late grandmother, Uma Sen Gupta. She was a great community leader, a great friend, a mother, educator, but the best role was being a grandma.
So it's my honor to be here to honor her with a co-naming, and I wish we could make it bigger.
But we would not have had a Diwali if 30 years ago Uma Sen Gupta wasn't celebrating Diwali and bringing everybody together.
And I thank your council members, for getting the street renaming done. It truly is a small token of the power that Uma Sen Gupta has impacted on all of us.
The lasting memory I will have of Mrs. Sen is the way she left us.
Someone who could channel her heart power into results, into energies.
The love, the affection, the care, which I got it, I cannot get anywhere.
आई दिवाली आई, आई दिवाली आई, दिल भर के खुशियाँ मनाओ, झूम झूम के नाच गाओ। आई दिवाली आई, आई दिवाली आई, दिल भर के खुशियाँ मनाओ, झूम झूम के नाच गाओ।
Happy life for the future. Happy life for the future. Happy life for the future.
For not only your town, but for the entire state. And we thank you, and for our Indian community. So we congratulate you.
So touched by the warmth, by the love of Dr. Sumita. I mean, you're so wonderful. I know you as a person, and thank you, like Senator said, for carrying the legacy. There's so many people who immensely contributed in building our communities. We are just the keepers of the legacy, and it is our responsibility to do the best, to do the right thing, so we can continue contributing and do the good for everybody else. And happy Diwali, everybody. And Diwali is a festival of light. We all know it's a festival of light. Bringing light and hope to everybody's life is the objective. There is a very deep-rooted meaning in everything that we do. In different cultures, all the cultures, I always, when I read and learn about them, there is one single message: love humanity, bring hope and life and light to their lives. When I was working with the women who were facing domestic violence and abuse, what I observed was that they were not hurt just physically. The soul was hurt. And what do? How do you fix it? How do you help them? Do we have a responsibility or no? It is up to you. If you feel for people around you, how you want to do something. And then I started working with them. And then I started organizing mental health seminars, because a smile, they started coming on their faces. And they all started feeling that, yeah, you know what? You deserve to be happy. And this is very important. I don't want to talk about this, but because there's such a great cause that you are associated with and your organization, for your kind words. And our Senator, Steve Rose, my friend, thank you so much for coming. And thanks to everybody, my whole community. All my friends are here. Jyoti ji, everybody is here. Anju ji, Sanju ji, all of you, thank you.
Here to say we're very proud of you.
Thank you.
He's a very handsome son. His name is Christopher. I met him when we honored Christine for the Rose Award. So, Christopher, you know the routine now, right?
Yes.
Say something.
Within her co-worker space. So I think this award is just a testament to the passion she puts in for everybody, the light that she shines in everybody's life. So, congratulations.